So moving on to the concealers now. So the first concealer in my list is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer. I am not sure about the price of this one. Somewhere around 300-400 rupees. Now this one comes with a doe foot applicator. So this makes it very easy to apply it on your under eyes, or if you would want to do spot concealing like on acne or pimple marks or any other type of pigmentation. Again, this is a medium coverage concealer. So I think for the price point this works pretty well, and I wear the shade medium tawny. So again, it's very difficult to find a good concealer under rupees 500. So anytime there are sales running on Nykaa, Amazon, these are the only two websites that I purchase makeup from. So I would suggest that you give this a shot and pick this one. This with the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, I think these two work very well together. So the next in my list is one of my old favorites. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD. I wear the shade medium beige. Now the applicator tip is pretty unique. This is a brush style applicator. So it's very soft. जब आप इसको अपने under eyes के ऊपर और even for spot concealing apply करते हो, very easy to apply, very easy to blend. It has a creamy, but it's not something that you can't like blend easily. The consistency is creamy, so I really like how easily it blends into my skin. So even if you have very dry under eyes, कभी कभी आप foundations या concealers लगाते हो and they start creasing, I think this is something that is going to work very well. This again comes in so many different shades. It also has a green corrector, orange corrector, I think a yellow corrector which works as an under eye brightener. So one of my old favorites, one of my most favorite concealer, around 595 I think this one is priced at, and this again sales may you get it around 500 rupees. Now the next in my list is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. But if you're someone like me who has a medium skin tone and you can only get hold of the medium 25 shade, which looks pretty grey or ashy on your under eyes. Now the solution for this problem is that you pick a concealer which is slightly darker than your skin tone. So I picked up this shade called 40 Caramel. So if I just show you, this one looks a little bit orange for my skin whenever I apply it on my skin tone. But what this one does is that it corrects all the under eye darkness or darkness like around the nose or around the mouth area. And on top of it, when I apply the shade 25 medium, I think it works as a great concealer. So out of these two, if I would suggest you 40 caramel वाला pick करो. If you are very fair, तो fair के लिए जो color है वो pick करो या medium pick करो. But I know कि जिनकी मेरी तरह medium skin tone है, उनके ऊपर medium doesn't work. It makes them look ashy if you are wearing just this concealer on its own. So this one again is around 500 rupees. Great concealer in this price range. And I think all the three concealer that I mentioned to you are medium coverage and good concealers. So next one in my list is a Conceal and Correct palette. This one is a Nykaa Skingenius Conceal and Correct palette. And the shade that I have with me is medium 02. Although the only shade that I ended up using the most is this one. Now this is such a good match for my like under eye concealing, spot concealing. The major concealing that I do is for my under eyes and for the eyelids, and these two shades work very well. But this one works as a great contour shade. This is an orange corrector and this is a yellow brightener. So whenever I'm doing any special occasion makeup, I'll make sure that I have this palette with me, because I'll use the orange corrector first, and after using the concealer I make sure that I use this yellow corrector, because this makes the under eyes look pretty wide and awake, And एक होता है ना अंडर आइज की वजह से the entire face looks really dull. I think this yellow वाला जो इसका corrector है या brightener है, that pretty much solves this problem. And this one retails for 1200 rupees. I only wish that they sold these colors individually, but nevertheless this is a very like creamy concealer but blends so well into the skin, and it's very highly pigmented, so the coverage that you get on your under eyes or for your spot concealing is pretty decent. Now the last concealer in my list is a high-end one. Now this is the MAC Prolong Concealer. I wear the shade NC42, and this one I think retails for 2300 rupees. But again, this is the most full coverage concealer that I have tried. It comes with a pump, so it makes it very easy to apply this concealer, and you need only one dot for both your under eyes, for over your eyelids, and one or two spots if you are wanting to correct with this. So I think it's been more than a year that I have this concealer with me. I've used it quite a few times, and I have ended up using, I think, just about 1/3 of it. This is very highly pigmented and one of the most full coverage concealers that you'll find very easily in the market. So these were my list of concealers. Now coming to the compact powders, I'll start with the cheapest one first. Now this one is the Blue Heaven Artisto Face Stylist Compressed Powder. I wear the shade Cream Beige. So generally the Blue Heaven products are a hit or miss for me. I don't end up liking all their makeup products. But I ordered this one because I think this was for 100 rupees or 105 rupees. And I was so pleasantly surprised. I've used quite a bit of it. But I mostly end up using it with my Real Techniques brush. And this one works as a great compact powder for just 100 rupees. So moving ahead, the next one that I have with me is the Maybelline White Super Fresh Compact Powder. What shade do I wear in this? Okay, I wear the shade Shell in this. Now I have been wanting to try this one since a long time, but pata nahi why did I never end up buying this one. But I think 2 months, around 2-3 months हुए हैं, I've purchased this one and I love it so much. I recently even carried it on my trip to Bali, and I must say one of the best like budget compact powders that I've tried, and there's no like reason that you shouldn't have it in your makeup kit, even if you're on a budget or even if you can afford high-end ones. This one is a great compact powder. The only disadvantage that I can think of, I don't think this comes in a lot of shades. Because girls jinki deeper skin tone hai, they don't tend to find something that works for their skin tone. So I wish brands come up with more colors, more variety in these budget category base makeup products. So next one is a recent purchase, and I used it in one of my makeup tutorial. So after I finished filming and I went with my entire day, so even after 4-5 hours, जब मैंने mirror में check किया how this compact plus foundation is performing, I was so surprised. It didn't make my skin oily या कहीं से भी जो मेरा makeup है वो melt नहीं हो रहा था, वो break नहीं हो रहा था. So I'm talking about the Lakme 925 Primer Plus Matte Powder Foundation, and इसकी packaging से लगता है इसको जो Studio Fix का compact है, they've tried to make it something like that because it comes, the compact comes here. And when you move it like this, there's your sponge, which I don't really like, so it's brand new. But coming to the product, this is such a great product if you want to use it as it is as a powder. या आप अपने जो beauty blender है उसको damp करो, हल्का सा गीला करो, and then you like put it like this and apply it like a cream foundation, yeah, like a compact foundation. This works so well. It I think retails for 575 rupees. The shade that I wear is Silky Golden. Now Lakme के base makeup products में भी कई बार क्या होता है, it's very difficult to find a shade that matches my skin tone. But this one was a pleasant surprise, and I loved how this performed on my skin. Again, it's not very expensive, and This works like a powder foundation, so I think people who don't like piling a lot of makeup products on their skin, this would work very well on them. So I had been wanting to try a loose banana powder. Banana powder is essentially a loose powder that comes in this yellow undertone wala shade, and it works great if you would want to brighten your under eyes, especially if you've done like a heavy eye makeup or a special occasion makeup. So although heavy makeup tends to make your under eyes look a little bit dull, so I got this one, but I didn't have a lot of expectations because this is a very budgeted brand. But I was so surprised with the compact powder. The only thing is कि इसको pour करना is a bit of a task. So you can pour it on the cap that it comes with, and then you take your makeup brush, dip it in it, and put it on your under eyes. Works so well. कोई इसमें over the top talcum powder की smell नहीं है, and it's very finely milled. कोई shimmer नहीं है, which is great. And I was so impressed with this banana loose powder. So the last one in my list is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. I wear the shade NC41 in this one also, and as you can see, I've pretty much hit pan on this one. This again comes with the sponge, and I've used it a lot. This one needs cleaning. But this again, as I told you, जो Lakme का 9 to 5 वाला powder foundation है, this one works on similar principle. But if you're somebody जिसके पास उतना भी time नहीं है, just do one thing. अपना जो आपका makeup brush है, just swirl it over it and apply it as you would apply any compact powder. And this one gives a great coverage for people who don't want to wear foundations or concealer, या जिनको ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है, but they just want a very even finish on their skin. Now, this is something that you can do for your office, for your everyday look when you are in a hurry and you don't have much time. And on top of your like heavy makeup also, this works great. So this one retails for 2500, which is an investment. But if you are looking for something which is a good like medium to medium buildable full coverage powder foundation, I would recommend you this one. So this was my today's video on my top favorite foundation, concealer and compact powders. So how did you find my today's video? Let me know in the comment section below. If there's anything else in similar category that you would want me to talk about, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching my today's video. Bye bye.